Hi, welcome to our channel. We're on a regular monthly trip to our property in Idaho. We drove 5.5 hours from the place we currently live. We're planning to be here for 5 days and have specific jobs to complete. Welcome home. We are here. How's our plants? We left them here to acclimate and hopefully they don't dry out. Once we unpacked, we noticed a big wasp nest under the roof where we're supposed to sleep. My husband went out and sprayed it with the wasp poison, and look what happened. It was scary. We were waiting for an hour before coming out, and the wasps calmed down. Here's the next morning after the battlefield. Dead wasps. And here's the dead nest with some of the live eggs. Day 1. The plan is to build a fence around our lumber yard. We have lots of materials on the property and we want to enclose them with the fence so they look nice and tidy. We put them all in one place, and first thing is to dig the holes for the posts. Our soil is mostly rock and clay, so our small tractor is struggling to do the job, but it's doing it. One hole down, 7 more to go. We don't go too deep because we're on a rock plate and the fence will be stable enough. Here we brought posts. We found them on a property. They're pretty thick. And we're applying some liquid. I don't know what this is, but they use it for train wood preservative. These are gonna be the end of the posts and they will be in the concrete, so to make them less vulnerable to rot, I guess, for them to live longer. That's why we're doing this. Tomorrow when they're dry, we'll put up the posts, and we already did 6 of them on that side. So now those are ready for the fence. Day 2. The horizontal boards are up, and now we're putting up the vertical ones. We found this material again on the property. We think it's meant for the flooring, but we're using it for the fencing. In the middle of the day, it started raining and we went inside. It's day 3 and we finished the fence last night. Now we're cleaning up the lumber yard from the waste. And here how the fence looks. Later we're gonna make the gates here and there to make it completely enclosed. And this morning actually we started a new project, solar shed siding. We already received the material this morning. The Home Depot truck delivered it. And we put up the first row of the siding. Here is the Home Depot truck. And today our contractor called us and said next time they're in, they're gonna do the roof on the cabin and some internal walls. So we urgently need to remove our stove from the cabin. It's heavy, it's bulky, and we have no idea how to do it. This stove has the pipe that we need to remove, and my husband is showing the opening that will be here, so the stove is in the way. This door will be closed, and this will be the new door. And you can see this is the new passage from kitchen to the living room, so this will be open. We decided to get the tractor with the forklift and lift the stove and get it out with the forklift. The job is done, and here's the stove. We're gonna put it up for sale. On to the next task, maintenance and cleaning the tractor. It hasn't been cleaned for many months and it's due. But first, greasing the moving parts. We'll start with the bucket, with the backhoe. There are some visible points you should grease, and we'll show you each of them. And so this one is full.
Yeah, you can see.
You can see it's coming out of this line, so it means it's full. There's no need to do it more.
to grease it.
Yeah, it needed the grease.
Yes.
It was not full. Clean red tractor. Looking good in the dusk. It's the end of the day, the sun is setting, and we have a guest. Foxy Fox. Looking for something. Maybe for the baby deer. As the day ends, we came up the hill to check out the progress of the main house construction. The crew has left for the day, and we're walking on site. It's a dream coming true. End of day 3. See you tomorrow. Day 4. During our last trip, we found this pond at the end of our property, and we want to clean it because it's small and looks muddy. The pond is fed by 2 little springs. There's lots of minerals in the water, so it looks brown. And also the bottom of the pond is mostly clay, so the water looks muddy. We brought in our equipment and positioned it so the backhoe can dig into the water. But first we need to make a road to the pond, and the dozer is best for doing this. See, it's scraping the surface to make the road even and wider. Now the tractor is up and positioned. We start digging. stabilizing the banks by pressing on the clay diggings. We brought in a few branches of willow and we want to plant it in the banks of the pond. We're digging a hole and planting the willow. We're hoping it's gonna grow and provide some shade and also clean the water with its roots. We're done, but the water looks a lot muddier, so we're gonna have to bring more plants. And now we need to cut a few dead trees. Oh no, the tree went in the wrong direction. That's fine. We're gonna leave it as is and keep it as a bridge. The second one went well. Here it is. We use it as a bridge or stabilizer of the bank. It's day 5 and we're installing a pocket door in our cabin. We live in Spartan conditions. You see we have kitchen here and right after it is the bathroom with no doors at all. There's an opening already set for the pocket door, standard size. We just need to install it. We bought a kit for the door and we'll try to do it ourselves. heavy.
Let's try to close.
Slide it in.
Maybe.
Oh. Does it even close the opening? So we.
So I still have access to my toilet.
Yay! Wow. Well, so one thing unclear is the if we bought the door slab at 30, which is the same size as our frame, it's 30 inches, then the door doesn't close the whole gap here. So we had this board that we originally took off, but now we think we need it because when the door closes, it like there's a gap between the frame and the door, and with the board there is no gap. So I'm not sure if it's designed the same way, designed this way, or the instruction didn't mention anything about the additional board or the gap, but we just did it. So I think that's it. We now actually no, we need to check if there's something to hold the door in place because it's wobbly. Okay, finally we adjusted the top, and now the door doesn't slide by itself, it stays in place, and there's no gaps when it's closed like this. Oops. Top and bottom looks good, so seems like we're done. It's time to go home. We're all packed and ready to go. See you next time. Thank you for watching.